Laser and charged particle beam weapons.
Weapons activated.
Okay, hello guys. Hello. सॉन्ग बंद करते हैं और खेलते हैं गेम. Hello guys, hello tryers, hello everyone. Let's play some Dota Goja Lakota. I'm back again. Dota के लिए वापस आ चुके हैं. तो चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं गेम. उससे पहले हम ट्राई करते हैं कि हम ये मैच देख पा रहे हैं या नहीं।
Seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
ओए दिखा रहा है, दिखा रहा है। क्या क्लियरिटी दिख रही है, जोरदार लग रही है।
Seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
एना के लिए देख रहा हूँ, ये एना। एना नहीं है क्या? ये मालडेशन एना है या
Radiant team pick.
Keeper of the light.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
एना ही लग रहा है। आई थिंक इज एना। दिस माल्ड नेशन इज एना और नॉट, आई डोंट नो। Entered at 10.
Radiant team banned.
Terrorblade.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Which name? Which name you are talking? अच्छा, okay, yeah. Minute, yes. ये माल्ड नेशन एनआई है ना? I just opened it that so that I can watch Anna. If Anna is there, it will be fun. Terrorblade, Puck, Razor. Quite good pick, not bad, I must say.
Dire team ban.
Support is like they are picking support.
10 seconds remaining.
हाँ મને ખબર છે એ RNG માં જ છે, but this mauled nation is NI है ना, ये substitute तो नहीं है ना दूसरा कोई और, because अभी OG ने की गेम જોવાનો છે थिंक नहीं, अभी तो जस्ट स्टार्ट किया है, ऐसा सोचा नहीं है ये पूरा गेम देखूंगा. Maybe I will play. It all depends on me.
Radiant team pick.
Good picks are there. अच्छा picks है.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Void incarnate.
Void spirit.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes.
Nyx. Okay, nice Tarot Blade. Ethan deserve giveaway. That is not in my hand. There are other peoples are also there. I'm not saying that Ethan doesn't deserve.
10 seconds remaining.
पर ये चीज मेरे हाथ में नहीं है.
5 seconds remaining.
I know. Matumba man. क्या नाम है? गिव अभी दिया ही कहाँ है? गिव अभी का अनाउंसमेंट है. अनाउंसमेंट. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. अनाउंसमेंट है भाई. तो लियो मोड जैसा लग रहा है. मोबाइल लेजेंड्स में एक हीरो है लियो मोड, उसके जैसा है.
And if there's any way to get RNG over the line, I think it is off the back of his Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, I agree.
Prepare
That Nyx Assassin, of course, Gojira, who's been taunting us all tournament, queuing up the Midas and never going for it. Thank God.
He did go one game actually.
No, he didn't.
Are you sure? No, I'm like 90%.
I remember it was gonna be 3 of them getting it, and he didn't. He switched out and got the Blink Dagger, the correct choice.
I'm gonna double check after this. I reckon you're wrong.
So spiteful.
What are you so spiteful? I like have a vivid memory of seeing his Midas on cooldown.
Okay. Right,
Maybe it's just your boomer memory coming
We got a
through.
game to cast, all right? There's
I'm
no
not
South
looking
America
now.
in this game.
I'm not
This
looking
is
now.
this is
Matumba
RNG
woman.
Western Europe, and Western Europe, there's a little bit of pride coming through here. Tundra were the first team eliminated from the entire tournament. The only team
30
that
seconds
has
to
upper
battle.
bracket secured is Entity right now. It's with a stand-in. It is a European stand-in, but it's from an NA team. Saberlight, I think it was Loda that asked on Twitter a little bit earlier yesterday who everyone's top 3 players of the tournament had been so far, and I said Faith Beyond, Saberlight, and DJ were my top 3.
What are your thoughts on TSM being in second place in both
battle
groups?
begins.
Easy clap. Always going to happen. See Dota, best Dota.
When I saw that, I thought that was quite funny, actually. I'm like, oh, damn, they're actually second in both groups? Damn. They, good comment from someone I saw in Twitch chat. See, Twitch chat can provide some decent entertainment. They can say a couple of good lines here and there.
Twitch chat are 10k MMR, okay? They have information, imagination, theories, and straight up bullshit beyond their years.
Oh, I mean, for Liquid, you're spamming ZOWIE, but what do they spam for RNG? Yeah, when you're for South America, you got the
something else that they're doing is switching up these lanes here. Insanium and Tumperman, they're top against this Terrorblade, so something a little bit different. I mean, the Quill Spray isn't going to be massively effective.
Let's watch Anna,
I suppose, but it does make this change up a little bit weird as well. You've also got Kaka up here with the TB2, so they scouted out the fact that this change up had happened, and it means that XNova is going to be able to follow ZOWIE around. So well done by RNG.
Okay, so it means Arna's going to get a lot of farm top. There's nothing Bristol's going to be able to do to deal with the Terrorblade. He's got a crap load of armor. And I think has he got stick coming up? Yeah, he's got stick coming out. So Arna's going to be fine top lane. I think bottom is really where the aggression's going to be. This should still be a favored lane for Liquid. Again, I don't think the Abaddon in this matchup is a big counter because of what the Marcy's able to do. And they're playing the safe lane now, which means they have more room to chase down RNG, which is exactly what you want with these two heroes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, it's all about that level 2 timing for Boxy. He needs to make sure that he's got that dispose at the ready to be able to catch someone out immediately after XNova uses the aphotic shield there. And break a few of these trees just to prevent XNova from moving in, trying to harass, because of course Abaddon, one of those really annoying position 5s that just have an insane amount of movement speed, decent enough attack animation, where you're able to bully away the enemy a little bit. There we go, level 2, instantly. They're trying to wait for the aphotic shield before disposing.
I'm gonna do it afterwards instead. Chalice still taking a bunch of damage, but he's got the Selv to play with in this lane. You see also the amount of resources they're playing with. XNova, 3 mangoes. He's even got a Selv, so they recognize this is going to be a battle of the nutrition down bottom.
A few right clicks here. Getting a tiny bit low. I mean, he's got the salve available and the tangos, but surely that's not what he was expecting, and it's really just about the fine line of being able to use plasma field to be able to harass and CS, but you can't have Chalice just pushing the lane out.
He might be in trouble, XNova. He should go down.
More than might.
Yep, there we go. First blood's going to be picked up eventually for Liquid, and you'd love to give it to ZOWIE, but Boxy will snag that himself, so a great start for them down bottom.
You expect that to be the case in any Viper lane, right? Except maybe a RAZER.
Yeah, Matu is playing against Terrorblade.
Just isn't that. Of the RAZER itself, he's going to go on again, level 3 as well on ZOWIE, so he's going to be pumping in a little bit more of that poison damage.
Oxy actually might be in trouble, although ZOWIE's going to push on forward to stack up the poison attack, and Chalice, he should tick out 1 charge, is buying some time, but it's not enough, and now the Abaddon as well. ZOWIE's going to look to turn it back around. The shield breaks off some of the poison stacks for the moment, so XNova will be able to reposition the tower, but Liquid continuing with this strong start. All the aggression coming out from them down bottom.
Just 1920 short from being able to survive there on Chalice. He had the tango ticking, he'd used the stick, he was underneath the tower for the extra regen, but just wasn't enough. The bot side top, though, they're looking to make a little bit of a play here onto Kaka. He's body blocking, though, to make sure that Ana might be able to get a few of these hits onto the Bristle, and the miss!
Oh, no! The miss! They made it so they trade each other's lives. Oh, God.
Oh, thank you, Gaben. He gives, he takes away.
1920, bro, 1920. 1920 or 90.
Being able to pick up this farm.
Wait.
See, like you said before, ZOWIE would have loved to be able to get that first
1970.
The fact that he hasn't means that he's only about 100 or so net worth ahead of Chalice, even despite the fact that he's died, and they're needing to use a lot of their gold onto regen just to make sure that he's able to stay in the lane.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of the rotations come out from the Void Spirit and the Puck down bottom, so it is something that both Liquid and RNG
one game for 2K.
Really, that level 6 is what we're looking for Mickey and Somnus to start to get involved.
I I forgot the meaning of
Decent
pog.
enough job against the puck.
Second
Trading
time.
relatively
No,
well in
not
terms of the
second and
regen
third time.
front.
If he gets
We
6
haven't
off
really-
this creep, he's gonna go. Yeah, Somnus gonna be in trouble. They know the orb's on cooldown. That's a beautiful glyph from Mickey. The understanding with the orb being on cooldown, he can get aggressive under the tower, and one more right click gets the kill. Mickey understanding perfectly that he has this 6 advantage.
And look at what wave it is as well. It's the siege creep wave, I believe as well. Nova was starting to use his TP mid, so no one's going to be able to soak up a lot of this experience. It's a lot of resources going away from RNG.
Oh man,
Shit happens.
Even Insania rotates, gives him a little bit of mana to work with. It's gonna help secure the rune.
Dire's middle tower is
What
under
a start to help out Mr. Mickey.
And Insania is just going to stick around. Taka knows Insania is here. Oh, the freshly placed Observer Ward as well. Instantly removed.
See if they get the RNG though. He's gonna jump in, refreshing the ability. Somnus though is in trouble for the moment. All but a couple seconds, but Somnus goes down for the second time in a row.
trying for
That's
more.
coil expanded, and now they're gonna look at Kaka. Sanya's got the chakra up in a couple of seconds to refresh the abilities, but Liquid,
Shit
they
happens
are
to
so
everyone.
happy with getting Somnus once again.
I've been really happy with the Liquid game style. Whenever they look to go aggressive like this, they're just great when they're able to play that slightly faster speed than
Cello's
the
bottom
enemy
lane.
team.
He's gonna be in trouble here. Zai with the last tick.
Dire's
It's
bottom
another lane that's
Liquid is
continuing to
dominating.
not go as well as what RNG would be hoping.
Top side as well. He's equal with a Terrorblade and farm, which again was kind of what we were expecting to happen with this lane, considering the high armor on the TB against the Bristle. You don't really care all that much. He was also able to get that kill up against Martu. And now that he's level 7, straight back to the jungle. Like, Conjure Image, that's going to be the thing farming up a lot of these stacks, neutral camps. But it does mean that your map's going to start to shrink. No one can rotate up to this top side on RNG.
Dire's
Nyx
structures
and
are fortified.
the Abaddon are terrible at stopping split push.
Dire's
We're
top
gonna see
tower
that damage
is under
issues come out pretty shortly here for RNG, and I feel like level issues as well. Like Abaddon's not gonna make plays, so it's gonna be up to the Nyx Assassin level 6, and because the Puck's had a pretty bad lane as well, he won't really be able to connect with the Nyx to try and find these pickoffs.
I'm also liking Mickey's itemization. I know we was talking about before that they might have needed a few things to be able to catch out that puck, but it doesn't seem like he cares about that at all. He's just like, okay, well, we could run over the... What are we watching?
What the fuck damage?
Like that last core, like 500 damage.
So the thing I was saying before was Mickey, he's going first item Aghanim Scepter. Just boots, wand, bottle, Aghanim Scepter. And this is great. This is what I was talking about, right? You just need to take the Abaddon out of the equation. And the way to do that is silence. This is the easiest way for them to be able to pick that up.
Radiant's
Lucky with the
middle
runes as
tower
well,
is
haste
under
bottled.
attack.
So what is the game plan here for RNG? What do you do when you've had a laning stage like this and you're down 2,000 gold?
I think what Somnus is doing basically, make a rotation down bottom, try and secure a kill, but
Now you understood,
they're gonna
bro.
Walk right on past a observer ward. They
You should
have it dewarded
understand,
soon enough,
like,
but you could just
it's
see from
very
the way
hard.
that Zai
I
and Moxie
know-
are positioning themselves.
I
in the
know
lane.
how to,
Not that
like,
they'd be feeling really confident, right? Getting super.
Crusader
greedy,
से बाहर
being
निकालना, I
we
know,
own
बहुत
this
hard
lane.
है.
But the fact that they're backing off means that they have that pure information. Somnus needs to go back to mid and just try and salvage something out of this game for RNG.
I think RNG need to also get set up for this catapult that's going to spawn in the next minute 20 in.
Ah.
They want to put pressure on the tower beforehand.
Why not? You've just got such a dominant start to the game. You've got that Vanguard, which means you can tank up the tower.
Dire's structures
So even just
are
turning his back whenever he can to get those bristles going.
Dire's middle tower is under
So
attack.
what's Insania up to back here? This is this is the enemy's
Distraction
territory,
plays.
brother. Oh, distraction. It's just so they can take the tier 1. I understand. He's making them work for it, because meanwhile bottom lane as well, Insania will go down, but Zai's also in trouble. Well, the distraction doesn't particularly pay off, it looks like, for Liquid as RNG. Get some pretty big kills across the map.
I think they're actually okay with that in general, though, right? Like, you take the mid-tier 1 tower, and like I said before, if you're showing on the lanes, Liquid have the lineup to just run at you and kill you. They don't have the greatest jungle invading lineup, so if you could just take away a few of those towers that enable the entrances into the jungle, it means that Martu could play like this. He could position himself in the jungle. He doesn't need to farm the lane creeps. That's something that even Insania can do, right? On his Keeper of the Light and get a decent amount of farm. Spend his time stacking, though. We done?
will pick the double. Of course, they do have a observer ward nearby.
They have no one that's going to be able to take it away.
I was just going to say, you think it might be a bit too difficult for them to be able to contest that stack, however?
I think it's going to be a lot difficult.
He's in a lot of trouble top lane. He's got the Spy Carapace to work with, but the Goose and Quills are stacking up, and even Insania nearby to be able to refresh the abilities. And Insania's going to look for the yoink. Matu will chase him down with ease. And meanwhile, down bottom by the outpost, X-Nova's in a peculiar position, to say the least, as Boxy and Zion combination together. We'll get another kill for Liquid across the map.
Just being an observer would, you know? That's all he was doing. Just let the man do his thing. The lane didn't go too well, and he was just like, look, at least I'm giving Ana information. It's going very, very well for Liquid right now. Zai, amazing. Just like I would expect. Going straight into that Dragonlance, he wants to...
This one was always
You don't want... Like, Puck doesn't want to run at you if you just are able to tank up a little bit, and you have that movement, like I was saying before, from the Marcy. Honestly, feels like probably Zai is going to be the one receiving a lot of these side kicks from Boxy, as opposed to Matumba Man. He doesn't need it. He's already going to be survivable enough. It's just going to be pumped
Thinking
in
about that only, let's go now.
Yeah, I wonder what he itemizes after Dragonlance, though. Like, if it's going to be BKB second item, or if he feels like he needs an armor
But
item.
at night, people are like, worse people come. रात को बहुत खतरनाक प्लेयर आते हैं खेलने में.
Doesn't want to go down that route because you're going to have like Viper is.
इसलिए रात को खेलने में मजा नहीं आता इतना.
The way you kill the Viper is off the back of the physical damage. So we'll hold that thought.
It's better to like
this stack taking.
watch the game.
Onto Matu and steal some of that farm away. That'd be huge. But I don't think they'll have the damage to do it, man.
They've got the sentry. They're going to see Karkas shortly. Yeah, Matu is aware of this. Instantly looking to TP in. And they can take the fight on Liquid. They need to bring the numbers.
They do take the hard camp, though, on RNG. So that's a bit of a bonus coming out.
But they target down, though. Matu's going to run down Chalice. Soaking away the damage onto the Marcy at the moment. But that's not the key target you want to take out of the fight. As Matu can step in without a care in the world. Midgate's going to show up as well. But they will lack the control. Just TP? Oh, just TP.
सब बच गए भाई.
Nothing they can do.
That is the one area that they're lacking, right? They don't have the greatest ways to lock it down.
Just runs into the Nether Toxin.
Anna.
Follow up and RNG. They've got two members that can join instantly.
And that highlights the importance of having that BKB on Zai, right? He's got the Dragonlance, so he's going to be able to disassemble it to have that slightly faster timing. But yeah, you just can't not have it when you're up against a Puck, which is just going to be able to lock you in place, allow the Terrorblade to smack you down. Same sort of thing with the Razor, and even just the Nyx Assassin, excuse me, the Spike Carapace. You're always going to be able to get off a Carapace if you don't have that BKB. Nice moves coming out from RNG. That Observer Ward really paying off. Eventually it got dewarded over space creation once again. So this is an answer that you could go for. Like, obviously you want to take away farm from Abyssal because you want to beat his early-ish timings, but you also needed to make sure you took that tier 1 tower bottom, because like I said before, it was a great move by Liquid to emphasize taking mid tier 1 tower as well as top, because that opens up the jungle, prevents TB from being able to farm. But what does Ana do? They just take the enemy's tower, put a lot more emphasis onto that, so that now he can farm in the Radiant side of the map. Nicely done. It's away from what Liquid want to be achieving right now, which is just constant pressure onto the Dire side.
Haka is scouting out Mickey. Zai's going to be playing behind him. They also have Boxy to the north as well. A bit unsure of where RNG position, but they are very close to some timings for Liquid. Almost Scepter completed on Mickey. Matu's almost got his Scepter as well. We'll need one more component. Are we worried that RNG are not going to be able to have the ways to be able to combat this really big timing that's about to arrive from Liquid?
Yeah, that's it, 100%. You're not going to have anything, right? You don't have the Blink Dagger to disrupt the backlines on the Puck. You don't have the BKB on the Razor. Abaddon isn't really going to hit any sort of timings, really, to be able to respond to this. And yeah, Nyx Assassin Blink is going to be ages away. So this is the time right now for Liquid. If they can invade, take out Terrorblade in particular.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Mickey just picked up the Scepter. It's going to look to jump. Holding the Resonant Pulse until the follow-up is there, but it's off the mark with the ulti and the Remnant.
I have to say, they're going to try and turn around, but again, RNG don't want to fight into this item timing. They know that if they're smoking, they've got something really important. So it's just about splitting up the map, in particular, pushing out this bottom lane. Liquid don't want to come bot. They want to get more objectives. They want to open up the Roche pit because you've got the minus armor coming through from the Bristleback to be able to take that. You can just force people down bot and also get the gold for your Blink Dagger. That's going to be a big win for Somnus and RNG.
I think Liquid, if RNG keep avoiding them, they might just run in the pit and say, all right, if you're going to avoid us, we're just going to look to take an objective. And if you don't come, we'll get ages. If you come, we'll win the fight. So this is going to be a difficult decision from RNG.
Yeah, Zai putting himself up on the top side, shoving out the wave as much as he can with that Nether Toxin. Still feel like they need a little bit more damage, even popping the Unleash to potentially take out this Roche a little faster. Looks like they're ready to make the rotation through on RNG with the smoke, 5 men. They don't have the Dream Call yet though on Somnus. We want to see if you can try and take out Foxy. I think that's the great start.
Gonna scout them out. Parkar's gonna look to
he's
move
facing him.
while Matu's in trouble with Ana's damage. Matu should go down to start the fight. That is a perfect start for RNG, but Liquid, they're looking to hit back. Mickey's gonna find the Nyx Assassin off to the side. A 4-on-4, but can they continue on? Even Karkar's gonna look to buy back as well. They want to take this Aegis advantage away from Liquid.
Got the one silence coming through from the
Vision to go for the steal. Mickey's trying to line up, but Roche isn't low just yet to get the jump. But a bit cautious of Ana's health pool. He's in with the Sunder, but Exova trying to protect him, but it's not enough. Coming through from the shield.
Nice
Aegis gonna be
coil.
snagged up from Chalice, but the coil leashing Liquid inside of the pit as RNG. You lose Ana, but you take so much more out of this team fight.
Oh, that was just so unfortunate for Matu. Like, he just hit his big timing, right? He had the Aghanim Scepter available, but it just meant that he instantly got hit by that Spike Carapace. They had the vision as well of the Nyx Assassin being roaming around. The Sentry Ward was down. Somnus should still be fine, although Matu, with the highly skilled QW spam coming out, trying to take out X-Nova. Somnus has to be careful here. Looks like they'll be able to secure 1 kill at least, but yeah, what a
Nice
big fight
one.
coming through from RNG, being able
Just
to
one.
secure that Aegis for honestly the most vulnerable hero on their team in the Razor. He still wants to be the one going in onto the front lines.
And do we feel like Liquid are playing on a timer here? Like, is this something that we have to be worried about at them not being able to find this first big spike in the game with that Roshan?
I think so. I just want to have a quick look at that replay, actually, just while we've got the time for it, because it was just really big plays to be able to pick up that Bristleback. I want to see what happened with Ana. Like, he dropped a lot lower. Did he miss his Sunder target? I feel like he went from really high to really low.
On.
Yeah, but I feel like he sundered a teammate. Like, did he sunder Chalice or something?
Die here.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah. It was just pretty minimal HP coming through there, but still, Roche fight working out really well for them. In terms of what you said about the timing, I think it's not necessarily like the carry-to-carry matchup per se, but now that you've got the Blink Dagger on Somnus, like this supporting cast of the Coddle and the Marcy that are buffing up the Bristle and the Viper accordingly, it's just so much weaker, right? You can lock in onto them. You're not going to be able to rebound yourself away. You're not going to be able to run away with Coddle's insane movement speed. So if those are gone, then suddenly this big team fight spike that you've got with Matu and the Viper, and honestly even the Aghanim Scepter on Mickey, is so much weaker.
So you really feel like it's Liquid shouldn't be too concerned about not being able to match the scaling late game?
Oh, I mean, it's a Terrorblade, right? You're always going to have issues with that. But what I'm saying is, in terms of right now, in a one-to-one situation, Bristle, Viper, Void Spirit should still be okay. It's just about the rest. What is the rest able to do? So it's really going to be on the positioning of Insania and Boxy, making sure they're not getting caught out super early on. And I mean, Matu was just a little bit unfortunate in that past fight that he ended up getting stunned, facing the entire RNG team.
See, popping the Unleash, a little bit of a dispel, but Matu's going to look to run the opposite direction, so Boxy will not find a target to leap off. There's a smoke from
Should have tried
RNG.
to cliff someone, Boxy. You were right there.
There's a dieback as well from Boxy, so we're going to be down in the grave for a little bit longer this game. For me, I feel like Liquid, if they don't get second Roche, they're going to be really worried about the Terrorblade late game, and I think RNG should be able to just buff up Ana enough that he's going to take over. Like he had a much better lane than kind of we were expecting off the back of the draft because of them being able to swap the lanes, and he got involved early down bottom with a couple of key kills. And this is a Terrorblade that's going to get a ridiculous amount of farm, so the fact that he's matching kind of the net worth of Matu is a big concern for me. I think Skadi, maybe +1. What does he go? Skadi, do you reckon BKB afterwards, or is he going to start considering maybe like a Silver's Edge?
I wouldn't hate the Silver's Edge, but I mean, you need stats still on this Terrorblade, right? We saw there that he is somewhat capable of being burst down. There's not the most that you need to be all that concerned about in terms of, like... I guess the magic damage is okay, but you've got the Abaddon to be able to protect you against things like the silence, and Void Spirit's going to be focusing mostly on just keeping that Abaddon silence. So I don't think that BKB is super needed early on. He might just look to go into more damage as well, right? I know he said he needs stats, but I might prefer even something like... the Silver Edge is better than a Daedalus. Yeah, just go down that route.
See, though, this is big for RNG. Just looking like a farming ages for them. 40 seconds left on the Immortal on Chalice. And he's going to be working into the Refresher next item as well. And it feels like for Chalice... Who's that #1 target Razor wants to take out of the fight? I'm looking at like the Viper. Are you on the same boat?
Yes, Viper is the one for me. Like, it's really annoying, right? Because you want it to be running at the Viper.
Boxy here. He's even gonna pop a BKB to get the kill. Really good positioning from Insania, and that is a victory in itself. And with the Aegis expiring shortly, Liquid, they might look to smoke now.
Yeah, potentially Zai's going to shove out this last wave up top. He's going to have his own BKB, which is going to be very important, like I've been saying before, against the Nyx and the Puck in particular. You want to be able to fight freely. Just stand there and right-click. Marcy's going to enable you to do that. So, yeah, this is a really big timing. I thought maybe RNG would have been able to punish that with the fact that he didn't disassemble the Dragonlance. Would have been a little bit slower, but now they've got both. Now Viper is a real concern, honestly, for RNG's lineup. If you could take out this Razor early on into these team fights.
You got the BKB also completed on Matu, so they're actually going to look to smoke down and maybe connect to the Bristleback's location, but going to this triangle, very difficult. Look at the positioning out of X-Nova, really nicely done from the support on RNG, just playing in front of this Terrorblade. Okay, Smoke's going to pop. Does he jump without getting the vision? Gonna see X-Nova for the moment. The Spike Gun's gonna hold
what
it back. Oh, Kaka! What have you done to them? Liquid, they weren't ready. The counter initiation was on point as Kaka's Nyx assassin. We brought it up. He had to be the X factor for them in this game, and we've seen that so far.
Best Nyx in the world, man. Like, he just does so much with this hero. Constantly able to scout out his positioning. Even prior to that, I know you were praising X-Nova, but he was covering the left stairs as well. So just being this constant roamer, the preemptive use of the Spike Carapace, because again, they are lacking in control on Team Liquid's side. It's really only that Marcy plus the Void Spirit. Let's have a quick look again at just those quick fingers, the quick mind as well. He instantly sees the Marcy bounding on in, puts himself onto the key target, which is that Abaddon, gets the double stun through, and then it's just easy as pie for Ana to be able to chunk through them.
God, and now RNG. It's like the
wise old man, they like to call him.
Well, the wise old man has helped them accumulate the first net worth lead they've had of this game. 23 minutes in, we're even in kills, but it was a bit of a window that Liquid had, knowing the Aegis was on cooldown. So the Aegis ticked out and the BKB was on cooldown from Chalice. And dude, Kaka, not again, man. What are you doing to them?
He's got Blink in one. Oh, easy clap.
Kaka! Oh, tip him. What are you doing, RNG? Give this guy some tips.
So they're going to be looking for Chalice right now. They saw the courier coming from the secret shop towards the Dire Jungle, so they're thinking that, okay, we weren't able to figure out our highest target. Maybe we could still get Chalice, but no, he's going to be able to back up just in time. This is just... It's one of the big weaknesses of this Marcy hero, right? We've seen it be the case when it's being played as a core. it's even more pronounced if you're not getting a bunch of these kills if you're playing as a support. You have almost no farming tools, and it's so important for Boxy to get this Blink Dagger, because we just saw what happened, right? If he has to rebound in to be able to catch out one of these high priority targets, you can get Carapace, you can get locked down, whereas if you just get that flip dispose, it's fine. Like that's his use right in this game, honestly. Breaking smokes, trying to bring Matu and the rest of Team Liquid to their next item.
So you mentioned that Boxy isn't able to, he doesn't have the capability to be able to keep up in farm like someone like the Keeper of the Light. As we see Insania, he's got a ridiculous amount of net worth to play with. And what can we see Insania do in these team fights? What is that item that maybe can help Liquid have an advantage here in the upcoming fights?
Honestly, I'm struggling to find out what it might be. I mean, if you go super greedy, you can get into the Aghanim Scepter, of course. You know, Razor, Terrorblade, they don't really like to be able to turn on to a different target. They want to be just bursting through your team instead. Something else that's a possibility if you wanted to get super greedy is going into like a Scythe of Vice onto the Keeper of the Light, because that is one of the ways to instantly lock down the puck. You can get the Nyx Assassin locked when he doesn't have the... so he can't get Carapace damage back onto you. When we see this sort of lineup, the typical answers against a puck and a Nyx Assassin is a Lion, just because you're always going to be able to get that instant jump hex and there's no counterplay to it.
Well, it's a big tower for RNG to take. This top T1 tower is going to be able to open up the triangle, because Roche will be up in a minute, so we need that control for RNG if you're going to be able to secure the second Roche of the game, and this really will dictate potentially who can take game one.
So they've given the gem, Insania bought it up previously, and they've just given it over to Matu. He is tired of this Kaka Nyx Assassin finding him out and just ruining his day every single team fight. Honestly, like, Liquid had these two huge timings, and they made the right moves for it. RNG just scouted it out entirely.
See the odds? Dude, RNG's odds right now over Liquid, that is not what I would expect. What's the probability? 78%.
It's like, yeah. I mean, they still are a very, very strong lineup, right? Like, Bristleback with all of these buffs can run you down. It's just about finding the right initiation. So big credit has to go to RNG supports. And, well, they just checked the Roshan, and it's respawned right afterwards. So Kaka might be the first one to get that information. They actually see him here.
So I'm just going to jump.
A bit greedy. Oh, the coil.
To 3. Ana's going to be able to move into follow-up as well. They've broken the coil instantly, so Mickey's going to be okay on the left side, but Liquid, they don't want to stick around to take the team fight. They could fill up their resources and go back in. That is a win. Meta expended, coil expended to RNG force Roche.
Even just that first Eye of the Storm as well. Assassin with the Vendetta going forward, trying to find the key target. If he could take out either Insania or Boxy, that would be huge.
They're going to see Zai.
That's why they're trying to go for this backline.
Going to see Zai. Kaka's in. He's under the T2 tower. Zai can pop the BKB, but it's actually going to be Matu that charges in the middle. Mickey's got the fall as well. Alive. They haven't been able to kill off the Nyx just yet, or X-Nova, and it looks like Liquid on the retreat. They're not trying to take the head-on-head fight because they know the meta is soon to expire. But they did expend the BKB, which is really important to enable Matu just to beeline into the middle.
Still, though, I'm not sure they're too worried about the damage coming back their way as well. This is something that I was talking about during the draft, is that RNG are going to suffer from this when meta's not available. Abaddon, Nyx provide you basically nothing.
Hako, he eats the remnant, they get the stun follow-up, Mickey's in trouble! They need a way to be able to protect the Void Spirit, that's where the Force Up can come into play, and then Matu picks up the demo damage, Rim will just chop
fact that they were able to claim it, and what I was saying before, Matu realizes the fact that they are still honestly a little bit lacking. He's going into the Basher next. He's already got the Vanguard, so it's going to make the Abyssal Blade build up just that little bit easier. I like it. More lockdown to be able to convert onto some of these pickoffs. So Ritney, it's the most important hero on Liquid's side right now is Boxy. His positioning has the potential to win them this game.
I feel like it also comes down to XNova and where he's positioned, because he could counter this jump from Boxy. He gets that shield off, and the turnaround's going to be there. You know, maybe it's onto the Razor, they jump, all of a sudden Chalice pops BKB, Eye of the Storm, and now you're in the middle of it all.
It'll be rough though.
Yeah.
I mean, how does he get in? He's only got a 4-star.
It's got to be
not enough.
Perfect positioning from XNova, and that is difficult to do, especially in a game like this.
Honestly, even once the Basher comes out on Matu, like, I'm not sure if XNova's positioning is even going to matter.
Doing a lot of poke damage. It just for 30 seconds till the reclaim. They're going to look to smoke out and connect. They see it, the Viper TP'd away. Gonna have the recall shortly to be able to bring it back. Matu, 15 seconds left. Spiderlegs gets him inside the river. The bonus movement speed coming out as well, RNG, to continue running up to the higher gun. This is a scary fight to take now without any vision.
You love Marcy, all that extra movement speed, the rebound basically completely negating the effects of the reflection.
The hero's calling on.
More than that.
Okay, don't go for it. Mickey, don't go for it. First stun. Oh, he's gonna pop a BKB and actually look to turn onto Kaka.
He likes the
and the kills, they're gonna be able to find it, but they haven't got a kill just yet. And now meanwhile, Chalice in the middle of the fight. And BKB is gonna charge back Matu, hasn't locked onto the static link, so Liquid. A successful retreat, but they do lose out on Boxy now. Ana just charging forward. Silver's Edge break is out. Zai's not gonna be long for this world. 2 kills and Somnus is looking for more. They've got the coil if they want to drop it, but it will not be required. Gonna use it actually afterwards as Insania moves up to the higher gun, and they'll get the kill afterwards.
Buyback on Boxy, you've got it on Insania and Zai, but Ana realizing the only lane that's possible to be pushed in is this top side, immediately moving up there.
They might jump Mickey instantly. They're gonna jump Mickey. Oh.
Force a buyback out of them. How much they want to be able to respond to this. Like RNG are happy with that. More win conditions. It's only a Viper, but again, we've seen a couple of times now that Matu's actually run completely out of mana. So if he can take out Insania, it feels like even though the Terrorblade has that Metamorphosis timer that he needs to play around, he's going to reach this period where he just runs out of mana. Same sort of thing with the Viper, right?
A little bit of lag. Not crazy.
So tense.
Yeah. I feel like both sides would, Carly, both sides would like a breath of fresh air to be able to reset themselves in such a crazy game that we have. Of course, the stakes incredibly high as well. Last day of the group stages. Liquid still yet to be able to have their fate, of course, to continue on in the Arlington Major. We do have a replay though, so we'll chuck that one up and wait to see.
It's just that pick-off that they were able to get there onto the high priority target, Insomnus. Not a pick-off, but at least forcing him away. Oh, it's this cute little play that he made. Just jumping away, using the Aeon disc, preventing the follow-up coming through there. Such great individual skill plays, right? Even Kaka with that retreat previously, you know, didn't have the Blink Dagger up for a couple of seconds, popped the Carapace, gave him plenty of time to be able to get away. Are there any other heroes this game?
Your turn to ban. Five seconds remaining.
Hello. I'm fine. Let's play some Dota, guys. मैच आ गई है.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ikobar, Kokachi Kobuba.
Your turn to pick.
Arkan Gobe Hobe. Arkan Jobe Dobe Hobe.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick.
भाई मेरे को समझ तो आ रहा है तो क्या बोल रहा है
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ah,
I bear the gift. You almost had silence. A step ahead.
Prepare for battle.
Witness.
hello Jeps, how are you, brother?
It goes without saying. This one is in the bag.
Yeah, playing mid today. I think like I want to play mid.
I go.
That's it. Nothing much.
Onward. You almost had that. Silently. I cut a path.
Yeah, I'm playing solo, brother.
Silent running. Yes.
30 seconds to battle.
Yes. Not a whisper.
आ जाओ यहाँ पे ये
I go. You almost had that. Yes.
The battle begins.
A hush falls on the battlefield. I
तीन rune आ
make
गए, very
my
good.
move. Yes. A step ahead. Silently. I go. Any last words? Yes. Ah. Yes. Oh! I'll cut you down. Onward. I'm under attack. Shut up. Spinning blade.
First blood? What is this?
Not a whisper.
I came here to be tested.
I make my move. Ah. I go. Silent running. Ah. Silently. I cut a path. Absolutely. With this. Shut it. A step ahead. Yes. Silently. Silent running. I go. I make my move. I go. Exaltation! Silently. Too bad for you. I cut a path. With quickness. Onward. Shut your mouth. Shush. As the blades fly. Yes.
अरे यार ये कान में क्या फंस गया?
Yes.
Top is missing.
Not a whisper. With quickness. I make my move. Silently. I don't even... I'm under attack! Not a whisper. Onward. I go.
Missing bottom.
I go. Silence is golden. Silently. Silent running. Yes.
Oh, sweet.
I cut a path. Yes. My edge grows sharper. Yes. A step ahead. Yes.
Top is missing.
Onward. Silent running. No. I strike. I cut a path. A step ahead. I make my move. Attack! Yes. I wouldn't hear of it.
Loyalty.
Over here! Silently.
Here I am.
Not a whisper. The silence. I'm under attack. Shut it.
They're all dead.
My mind grows stronger with every kill. With quickness. Yes. I go. Sacrifice. Silently. Advancement.
Thank you, Doga Rogeria, for subscribing, bro. Thank you so much.
Hear me out. Yes. Yes. Silently. Not a whisper. Silent running. Denied! Catch this! Silent. No more from me! You blew it!
Little bit bad by me. Little bit.
Middle tower is under attack.
Silence is still a good man, even if not peak always today's matter. It's about how we play. We got levels.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Quietly, I return. Here I am! I cut a path. I go. With quickness. That should help. A step ahead.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Onward. I make my move.
Go, go, duel.
Yes. Onward.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Silent. I'm under attack.
Oh, he's dead. Illusion, yes.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Missing bottom.
From the ultimate silence, I return.
Whoa, look at it!
I cut a path. I make my move. My edge. Don't
अरे यार, shit.
down.
BKB. I think I need BKB.
My blade will run red. Silent run. Oh, what'd I miss? Not a whisper. Silently. A step ahead. A small price. Attack! I go. Yes. I go. Onward. Silence.
Life's in tatters.
I
Your
go.
bottom tower is under attack.
No!
Radiant structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack.
Running.
Top is missing.
With quickness. Yes. I go. Yes. Spinning blade. I wouldn't hear of it. Yes. Regeneration! I cut a path. A step ahead.
Hi Artik, how are you, brother?
Not
Go,
a
go, go, go.
whisper.
What are you buying?
I make
Go, go,
my
go.
move. A step ahead. I make my move. Witness. Let no shadow.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Think.
这波不亏，666。
Extra kill.
Your top tower is under
Damn, I
attack.
am so busy between my wife is. Take care of him, bro. Take care of him.
I'll hear their screams. Nothing more. Yes. Shut it! Silently.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Under attack!
Is under attack.
Silently.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Dire's
I
structures
go.
are fortified.
Not a whisper. Shush. Yes. Yes.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Dominating. Onward. I make my move. There is less to be heard. Yes. Unstoppable. Silent running. Not a whisper. Yes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
As the blades fly. Gold for steel.
Your top tower is under
With
attack.
quickness. A step ahead. I go.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is falling.
Is blunted.
BLENQ is
I go. With quickness.
Well played, guys.
I make my move. Onward. I go.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
This.
Your top tower is under attack.
Coin for me. Not a whisper. I cut off.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is falling.
Yes. Silently.
Well played.
Yes.
Let me take.
regeneration.
A step ahead. Yes. Silently. Gold for I'm under attack. Come here. Bury me with my
अरे यार BKB आ ही गया था. I almost got the BKB. I was thinking to buy Yule, but don't solo WD.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
The grave was too quiet. With quickness. I go. a whisper. Silent. I cut a path. Yes.
Arey, why you playing solo, dude?
Go.
Dire's turret has been killed.
Face you and cry some more.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
My glaives will answer this disrespect.
We have carry supports, no warding, nothing.
Coin for me. I make my move. Yes. Step ahead. Silent run.
I think I have to play as a support.
Onward. Yes. My edge grow. Hear me out.
Invisibility.
Step ahead. Yes. Onward. Yes. With quickness. Silence.
I'll take that as tribute.
Silence is golden. I'm not repelled.
Touche!
Radiant's turret has been killed.
All must die!
Yeah, not a good start.
Hush now.
Your middle tower is under attack.
What is this item? Storm dominating lol, yeah, exactly.
Silent running. I make my move. I go. Not
These
a
people
whisper.
are
I make my move. Silently. I go. I go. A step ahead.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes. Not a whisper. With quickness.
Whoa, look at it go!
I'm paid for your silence. I cut a path. Silent running.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Onward. Yes. I'll cut you down. With quickness. Coin for me. I cut a path. I make my move. Silent.
Back.
Silently. Yes. I go. Any last words? A step ahead. Onward.
He will die.
Yes. Yes. Not a whisper. I go. Silence.
Smoke is available, guys. Please support. Do supporting, man.
I make my move.
Take that as tribute.
Yes. I'm paid for your silence. Silently. I go. Absolute. I silence that annoying tongue. Not a whisper. Let me.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Get some! Such skill!
Is he throwing the game?
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
I hear the call once more. Silently.
It's very hard to cross this rank, man. Seriously.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
A step ahead. Advancement. Get some. Shut it. I cut a path. With quickness. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Not a whisper.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I go. Up. Silent running. Be still. I cut a path. Yes. Silently.
Dire structures are fortified.
I make my move. Silence is broken.
They are taking Roshan.
Roshan has fallen.
I was dominating very good, but
Has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack.
Did you hear something? Yes.
go, 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 go.
Step ahead. I go. Not the whisper.
Your top tower is under attack.
I make my move.
Your top tower is under attack.
With quickness. Step ahead. I go. Silent running. I'm under attack. Onward. Oh! Silently. I go. Yes. Yes. I cut a path. With quickness. I make my move. I go. Silently. A step ahead. Silent running.
He's staying behind.
Not a whisper. Yes. I make my move.
That should help.
Yes. Shut your mouth. A step ahead. I go. Silently. Silently. Attack!
Your middle tower is under
Not
attack.
a whisper. Yes. Onward. Yes.
Dire's structures
I
are
cut a
fortified.
path. Yes. I go. Silent running. Behold!
Exactly, Jeffs.
Silently. quickness. I make my move. Shut up. With quickness. Onward. Not a whisper. I'm under attack. A step ahead. A step ahead. Onward. Yes. Silent running. I cut a path. All is silence.
I just gave ethereal blade to WD to save him, and I got killed by them. Ah. He will die if I use my ulti.
Back. I make my move. Yes.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
Immortality is mine. With quickness. Come back. Go. It's not
Opposition are also like shit.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dire structures are fortified.
I needed a break anyway. The grave was too quiet. I move my move. It's your time. Not a whisper. Shh now. I cut a path. Look at me go. Yes. I go. Your last. This is silent. I'm under attack. All is silence.
My soul flight ends. I return.
Just laughing like idiot. Yeah, need to go hex. It's all same, bro. It's all same.
Illusion.
क्या आइटम बना रहे हैं ये लोग भाई, बहुत हंसी आ रही है.
Silently. Gold for steel. Silent running. I go. I'm open all night. A step ahead. Silently. With quickness. Not a whisper. I go. Silent running.
Oh god.
With quickness.
I forgot, Prasad. I forgot it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
My
Radiant
blades will
structures
run
are
red.
fortified.
A step ahead. Yes. Yes. I go. Yes. Silently. I go. I cut a path. Come to me. Silently. I go. Not a whisper. I'm under attack. Cut to the chase. Onward. With quickness. Soon you die. Yes. I make my move. Yes. Silent.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Silent running. Yes. Step ahead. Shut it. I cut a path. Oh. Silent. Yes. Onward. I make my move.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Silently. With quickness.
You know, guys, what the LC what made first item? He made Dedulus first item.
Not a whisper. Silent running. Small price. I go. Spree. A step ahead.
Oh God. So dumb people indeed.
Yes. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Silently.
Your middle tower has fallen.
I cut a path.
Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks has fallen.
Quickness.
Your middle barracks has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
Not a whisper. Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is falling. Your top tower is under Your top tower is under attack.
My edge. Dose.
Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks has fallen. Your bottom barracks has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower has fallen. Dire victory.
Such no.
They are blaming me. That's why I don't play at night, because the serious idiots will come and start blaming you. Wanna wait? It'll be too late, bro. Too late, bro. What's the time? What's the time? One game is enough. Last game.
trouble. Ana and X-Nova. Ana's gonna have to Sakuchi back up, but looks like Zai, the movement speed, just gets back to the tower.
Wild Wing nearly killed Zai.
We're not done just yet, baby. Mid lane, Mickey. Oh no! A little bit of miscommunication there. Boxy tossed back Mickey, and Osumnus still doesn't have the damage to get the kill, but the Rolling Thunder's expired. Boxy's gonna self up and look to move back in, but Somnus has got the level 6 to play with an X-Nova. He could give him a Mako to turn it back around for the extra mana and damage, but it looks like that's not required. The swashbuckle at the last second to get the kill, and meanwhile, top lane, we got another kill as well as Chalice, in conjunction with Kaka, will get rid of Matu's life.
Oh, sorry to PTP, our observer. There's just kills happening across the entire map. What can you do in this sort of situation unless you got 15 different eyes? Maybe you do need your 4 monitors for this sort of situation, look.
That's where the monitors come into play. Don't you worry. I'm seeing everything right now. Nothing escaping my eyes. I can see them, you know, down bottom. Ana's getting farmed by the outpost. Meanwhile, I'm watching RNG start to move top. Particular Kaka looking to put some pressure onto Insania, but maybe he's bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. He needs Chalice to try and step in with the damage for the Viper, but this is a big trade if they can get Matu a 1-for-1. But of course, RNG continuing to slow down the Alchemist's game.
Very happy to get those 1-1 trades. Like, Alchemist these days, much more of that brawling style of hero, the unstable concoction. People have clued on to the fact that it's just so effective in the laning stage. 13 seconds, not a very long cooldown, and a relatively low mana cost as well. That's why he's gone into the Soul Ring build, not just for the farming with the acid spray. Maybe now he needs to change tact a little bit, because no TP scroll to get back to base.
Bottom lane's going to be in some trouble. A beautiful rotation out of Kaka. To be an easy kill of Zai is having such a crazily difficult start in a lane like this. Is, I think, 1,000 net worth difference, make it 1,400 advantage for Ana. So he's off to a flying start. Almost has 2 components completed to Lincolns.
He's going straight Lincolns, right? He just went the magic stick into it beyond that, and why not? All you need for this bot lane is the mana regen to keep spamming out that Shikuchi against the Bat Rider. You know, like I was saying, he's going to be using that sticky napalm against you. So just a hero that's looking to spam out his abilities is the best possible counter to it. Reaper wasn't on my mind, but it's a great pick.
This is something that we see so often for Iron. Oh, that thought is Mickey. There's some trouble. He might be forced to pop the ultimate, but Somnus is in the vortex to make sure that is not a possibility. This is one thing
इसमें भी मुझे मजा ही आया
साइलेंस so often, and to great success, which is always a big reason of why they can take games, is just the rotations from the supports, and in particular Kaka as well. This guy has been everywhere. 8 assists. Hope that is top. Matu will run into X-Nova. Looks like on a bit of an expedition into the jungle. So I was gonna try and get in range.
इसमें भी लेन तो ऑन कर ली थी मैंने भाई.
Finally got a slow onto Insania, but I'll not be able to catch up. And now Chalice, maybe he's the one in trouble. Nikkei's going to sweep to top as well. So it looks like Liquid getting multiple kills across the map. But meanwhile, it's bottom lane where we see another death onto Zai.
What's happening, man? 22 kills in 9 minutes. Maybe the teams do know that they're both locked into the lower brackets right now. But, well, they're clearly having fun with it, and it's a lot of aggression. This is like high individual skill coming out here, particularly from, we've been saying Kaka's praises a lot. Boxy as well. He's making sure to rotate into all the right places. 4-2-4, great turnaround potential. And yeah, this game looks like he's emphasizing the sidekick. It's that tiny bit extra because of how much lifesteal is needed.
Get the wrong thunder off. No, Kaka just finds the snowball. Storm Spirit has a crazy amount of damage at this early game. If he doesn't get shut down in the laning phase, we can see how much he can really pump out. But the question is can teams really utilize that? And we are seeing RNG do
compare थोड़ी कर रहा हूँ जो है वो बता रहा हूँ.
Always with him. And I think this is something that China do it to a really high level. Of course, we saw Ori last time, a couple days ago. He was running that Storm Spirit and he just took over games completely, getting killed.
अरे भाई मेरा दिमाग में कुछ है भी नहीं भाई.
On people's radar, you need to play with him early to give him that good game.
Yeah, you need to play with him early. I think Soul Ring bottle is like necessity now. You can't get away with just the bottle anymore because of the amount of mana that's needed for the zips. They'd be able to get another kill in onto here. seem like they'll be able to get more than Insane. Actually, maybe having the rebound already used.
They're gonna go for
Turn
Matu
and
instead on the
come
right
through.
side. Oh man,
right.
Somnus and X-Nova, just way too much damage. Now Boxy will try and TP. X-Nova ulted in, swipes at a
5-1 and 7.
Yeah, no, I just saw that. My God, dude, and look at Ana. Well, not only is he getting kills down bottom, but he's just free farming. The rest of the boys like, yeah, we're chilling. You get as much farm as you want down bottom. Make all the space. He has it's going to be 11 minutes by the time this choreo comes out for the Lincoln Sphere. That is a incredible timing on Ana.
Yeah. I gotta tag Knoxville on Twitter. Like, he is the stats man, and I would just want to hear him say, "This is the fastest Lincoln since 2014," or something like that coming through, because it's a distinct possibility for sure. Another thing that I wanted to mention is we finally got a tiny bit of a break coming through here. Somnus, he's going into the
Stormy
Orchid.
night.
Most of the time I hate this on a Storm Spirit because it doesn't give those intelligent stats anymore. You don't have the Oblivion staff build up. It's only 3 mana regen. But this game, they need it. They have no stuns outside of the Tusk, and it's going to be a while until Kaka is able to build up into that. So when you consider you're going up against a Pangolier, you're going up against a Winter Wyvern, these heroes need to die, and they need to die quickly. You've got the burst damage for it, but not the initial lockdown. So this is a game where I can see it work.
Smoke on smoke. Mickey's going to have an opportunity to play with the Rolling Thunder. They want to try and target Oracle first. If they can get rid of him out of the fight, that's a big support to be able to provide with the sustain. They'll get rid of X-Nova. They're going to try and move their attention out to the west side as well, as now Chalice is the next on the agenda. The Viper's able to stand his ground for the moment, pumping in damage. So Ana's going to look to try and clean up the Boxy. With a great read of the TP out into the tree line, and now Mickey, well, he's the sole hero left up top, the Liquid, and he won't be here for too long as Kaka rolls in and uppercuts him to the sky.
Radiant's middle tower
Kills
is under
in
attack.
12 minutes. Oh, they can't keep getting away with it. Look at Ana. He's even just holding on to a Keen Optic. He had better options. Well, quote-unquote better options, like Possess Mask and all that. But he's just like, nope, I'm going to be farming. I'm spamming my Shikuchis. As we have a quick look at a little bit of the downtime. A replay of that fight. All about finding the Oracle. Like, they put so much emphasis on being able to take him out. He nearly got the false promise off onto him himself as well, but with that heavy of a commitment coming through, it just meant that RNG were able to turn it around.
He's on the Chalice under the T1 tower. Kaka's going to try and get in range for the snowball, but he eats a crap load of damage before he gets in range. So 2 heroes got to start the fight, but maybe they can turn it back around with Somnus and Ana showing up. Gotta be cautious about the control coming out afterwards. Lincoln's going to be popped. But they want to chase down on Liquid. Somnus has not got too much mana to work with. Zip into a TP. But maybe they'll just go for the easier target in X-Nova. As Mickey's nearby, Zai's going to have to follow up as well. As Ana will have to watch his position 5 die.
Not himself as well. Eventually has moved into that Possessed Mask just because he's a little bit low on the old HP. Now it's about scaling in terms of farm. But the one hero that we haven't really seen in recent times is Matu. He got picked off previously next to the tier 2 tower. We're seeing a lot of aggressive vision, making sure to try and scout him out. But he's been able to create enough space that he's closing in onto that Radiance, which will be a huge item just to accelerate himself even further.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So he's going to need that next item though from Matu to really help out. Radiance, a steroid in your farm, but looking for that second item to maybe then you can think about getting involved in these fights.
Maybe even like a second item, Blink Dagger, honestly. Like just something to let you get right on top of the Storm, Weaver, Tusk, Oracle. Basically only Viper, if he's on his own, is like the target that you don't want to go on. You only want to go on Viper if he's on his own. What I'm trying to say.
Might have to just go BKB though, because his Orchid's about to be completed. If he goes Blink and then dies a couple times, all of a sudden you're going to lose your map, and then that BKB is going to come out too late.
Sure, but I feel like the Orchid's for higher priority targets. I feel like Pango and Wyvern are the ones that need to make sure that they're getting focused down. And Insania's got a decent amount of level. He's level 8, so he's in position to be able to, you know, just TP around the map. I hope he goes the next item, Blink Dagger, just so that he's able to respond to a lot of this aggression that RNG is bringing their way.
See who said China Dota is all about farming? It's not the case this game. 19 kills from RNG. 15 minutes in. It's just been go, go, go between the either sides, but got to break any action. So what are we looking for next from both RNG and Liquid to increase all the kills that we've had so far?
Dire's turret has been killed.
All right, 1 sec. I'm just. You say there's a break. There's never a break this game. For both sides, what we're looking for. I mean, they haven't taken any towers right now on Liquid, so they're going to be looking to itemize, move towards there.
There's the Orchid. Still get the tier 1 tower. Zai's going to consider about stepping in, trying to get that lasso, but X-Nova and Kaka, beautiful target priority, will turn away from dealing with the Marcy. They recognize that we need to control the Batrider to make sure that our Storm Spirit's going to be safe from this fight.
Go in here. Rebound.
Mickey's actually going to find the Storm in the tree line. Mickey, beautiful read of Somnus's position.
Yeah, they knew he was a little bit low on mana, so worth going for the random guess there.
Dire's middle tower
So
is under
just have
attack.
that movement coming through from the rest of the team. They realize how important it is to open up the map for them. Now they don't need to be quite as worried about Martu's positioning, because he's going to have this safer place to be able to farm, even just further assisted by this Observer Ward inside.
Kaka's going to blink already. What is that? Although the Cold Embrace, Insandy's going to buy a little bit of time for mid-game. It looks like they're going to try and turn it around. He doesn't have an opportunity to get the Rolling Thunder off as the Purifying Flames will blow up the Pango, but Martu's into the middle. They're still going to be cautious, though, as Chalice is going to wrap from the northern side as well. He'll target down Zai. They're going to now turn their attention to Martu, as Kaka's going to be in with the punch. There's nothing Martu can do to look to escape. Insanya's going to buy some time, but that will only delay the inevitable, as they even cancel Insanya's TP on the higher ground as RNG find 4, and they only lose out on X-Nova.
So much emphasis again being put in onto that Oracle. That's really why I want to see this Blink Dagger come out from the Alchemist. I understand what you're saying with needing to go for that BKB, but Alk is almost never going to be the main target that they're going for, unless, again, he's on his own, because you have that turnaround potential. You have the Dispose, you have the Cold Embrace, you have the Rolling Thunder to be able to make a better go at it of a lot of these initiations, but I feel like Liquid need to try and up the tempo a little bit, because you're already falling behind with an Alchemist lineup. Something's got to change. X-Nova has to die, Kaka has to die, so they can't just run at you.
Long zip in, Somnus. The follow-up's going to be a bit... Oh, Snowball actually from the low ground, so Kaka will be able to close the distance. They blow up the Panka, which is again a key component in the team fight. The Batrider flies in, controls Somnus, so we're 1-for-1 to start the fight. Foxy's going to look to deal with the Oracle throughout the river. So Liquid, they might be able to turn this around if they can control Ana. That's where Insania can come into play. A curse into the concoction fall, but look at Kaka just waiting to find the snowball, but it's too late. They get rid of Weaver. Now they can turn to Kaka next for Chalice. Beating down Batrider from the low ground. Martu's ready to fight, trying to charge up the stun once again. But it looks like he will not find the jump in.
Super immobile on Chalice, so he's just going to slowly slither his way towards the mid lane, try and pick up a little bit more farm for himself. Boxy did a great job that fight. You know, just able to connect onto multiple heroes, find the backline, take out the Oracle, and even distracting away both the Viper as well as the Storm Spirit for a good amount of time as well. Quick look while we wait for these guys to respawn. That's what I'm talking about here. They find the initial burst, but Somnus a little bit low on mana. That's the downside here, because a lot of these other fights, I said, you can't get away with just going the bottle anymore. You need the Soul Ring and the bottle, and it really showed there. They needed that little bit of extra damage to not only get the kill, but also escape. But there's Boxy popping the Unleash on the bottom side. He's even going to be kiting around Kaka as well as Chalice here to the bottom side of the fight. Distracts Kaka long enough that he's not able to get in there with a save. Nice flame break coming through there from Zai to push him that little bit further away. But Ana was dead anyway. He didn't have the time lapse available. Even Shikuchi wouldn't have been too effective considering the heroes that they had.
We're back live. We've got RNG. They're taking Roche. It will be scanned out. Liquid looks like they want nothing to do with the pit, however. And RNG, a big reason of why they've been succeeding in a lot of these fights is off the back of the wards. And they're not your unconventional wards as well. Two very common cliff wards, and one of them's going to enable Somnus with the long zip in, recognizing no one's playing behind the Winter Wyvern. So again, just a vision from RNG really enabling them in this game too. Oh, they might see Matu. They're going to see the acid spray. And Matu can't BKB TP out because they've got Kaka nearby. It's going to be up to Mickey and Zai to turn this one back around. Gonna try and move in with the rolling thunder. They're just buying time. The snowball delaying this. They'll turn to deal with the Oracle instead, but it looks like RNG. They've showed up in full force. Mickey's down. Zai will join him in the afterlife as well, but is it a worthy cause? Because you do keep Matu alive.
I'm not so sure. Like, this is still not looking too great for Liquid right now. You've got an Aegis to contend with. You're constantly losing heroes. All cores are scaling on RNG. EKB, second charge, excuse me, had to be extended on Chalice. He is going to be that hero that can look to start sieging some of these towers.
Stupendous!
Going into a second item, BKB. The true carry this game.
Kaka's had an incredible series so far. Performance on the Nyx Assassin was almost enough to give him that edge in game one, and now his Tusk as well has been pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible.
R2 might be in some trouble top. EKB is on cooldown for the moment. It's going to have an opportunity to pop the Chemical Rage, and, well, an Alchemist in trouble. Who would have guessed it? As Matu just turns it around. Something's going to look to show up again with a long zip in, but Zai has the opportunity to pop the BKB. He's going to look to turn for an opening. Oracle's been able to reposition. But the Rolling Thunder also expended out from the right side, so don't think Liquid can re-invade their jungle to get control back.
They got the smallest of glimpses of the fact that that was there. He's going to go for a big dive onto Boxy.
Some this is in. Zai's it doesn't have too much mana to play with. Okay.
And this is it, right? This is where it's lacking a little bit. The old Storm Spirit build. So he's going to go into the Kyron Sange, which will help him a little bit, just with a lot of that extra regen. I do want to see the Bloodstone come.
Setting up on Ana top lane. Oh, that's beautiful from Insania. They Winter's Curse the creep, so they have an opportunity to pop the Lincolns, but Matu's a bit too late on the TP. They got the vision for the moment. Can Radiant move top fast enough to keep Ana alive? And it looks like they will not. Big plays coming out from Liquid. An incredible way to start that attempt from Insania, using the Winter's Curse onto the creep wave.
One that he gets the kill as well. Still going to go down saying that he needs that Blink Dagger available.
Somnus, considering zipping into the middle, they've got the Yours with the Rolling Thunder forward. Now Somnus is playing around with the Aegis. They might not even be able to pop the first life though. He's going to fly back into the river. Nikkei spies up the Oracle, so it's going to look to take him out of the fight, but Zai, he's separated from the team. So Batrider's gone with ease. Mickey will finally be able to deal with the support, and now they can turn to Somnus next as well. Still playing with the Aegis. Kaka, is he going to look to stick around to protect him? He's out of mana on the Tusk. They need the perfect use of the chain control coming out from Liquid. Prevent that zip away, and unfortunately, they will not be able to find it.
Well, it's a good use of the Aegis, though, considering, you know, all that's going on. You don't always want to use it for, you know, sieging towers as this Storm Spirit. It's all about the brawls, so the fact that he's able to get away, you only end up losing someone that's not all that necessary there, with the other Oracle going down after Ana, of course. It's a reasonable enough trade coming through from RNG, but this is the factor though, right? You got to make sure that Matu isn't in a position to continue to carry it.
They're going to be cautious they group up, because the Winter's Curse can turn it all the way back around. As Insania finds two, Matu will be able to charge up the concoction as well. Look at the AoE follow-up damage as Mickey swashbuckling them down. Somnus will be able to get the zip away, but they don't have the Storm Spirit to turn this fight around as Matu will just chase away one. Meanwhile, off to the side, Zai, they're trying to deal with the support as well, but they don't have the damage to get rid of X-Nova. Once again, the Oracle proving to be a bit too slippery with this Glimmer Cape.
It's the Glimmer Cape as well as the Fate's Edict. He even has the Arcane Rune at the for that team fight. So Zai put a lot of attention onto him, trying to keep him out of the fight, but you can use all you want. Sticky Napalm, Firefly, it doesn't matter. Fate's Edict blocking 100% of that magic damage, and meaning that didn't even need to use that False Promise. It was still in the bag to use against Somnus, to use for Somnus.
And what a different game it is coming out as well from Boxy on the Marcy. You mentioned in game one that this is a hero that really needs kills to keep up in farm. It doesn't matter if it's a support or a core, and we saw the net worth to be an issue from him in game 1, but game 2, he's got so
Abhi
much
nahi
gold to
killunga
play
bro.
with.
And this build that he's going for right now allows him to scale. That's the thing that I like a lot better. You've already got an Alchemist that you're going to need to worry about, but Marcy becomes essentially that fourth core rather.
That could just be the hero to run at the Oracle. I mean, you got multiple that can. Could be the Alchemist, could be the Pango, could be the Batrider. Really, you can take 5
A little bit of extra lockdown for a Weaver or a Storm Spirit. You're going to get a bash off with the Unleash.
Somnus is showing.
Dire's middle tower.
It's away, T2 Tower. They're going to lose the formation around their objective. Mika has to roll around the shard. But meanwhile, Somnus is a bit isolated from the team. Once again, looking to deal with the support. They have wasted multiple BKBs along with the ultimate from BK, but the toss back, Somnus is about to safety. They get the first stun, but he's going to be okay. Liquid, do they regroup around their high ground? In fact, ZOWIE wants none of this team
They got a
fight.
regen.
Oh boy.
They might be looking to go right now. They popped a BKB on the Marcy. That's fairly important. You know, that is her survivability tool. You've got, of course, Insania there to be able to back him up, but I really want to see them look to make more of an aggressive attempt, take more of the map away, because Boxy is, again, the one. He is the one that should be getting in onto the Oracle and chain locking it down.
ZOWIE shows top. This is going to give a bit of an opening. Actually, his TP is going to be up in 5 seconds, so he will be able to connect to the team. Have another fight down bottom, though. This is a big kill. This is a big kill. That's a lot of their team fight and just the defensive factor from the corner embracing Amatu as well. You might have to pop a BKB to look to escape. In fact, I want to turn it around. Mickey with a lot of damage coming out from the swashbuckle. Matu's not going to be able to find a target with the concoction, but the BKB expiring means that they cannot stick around to take the fight. Foxy just TP's out. Mickey with the Rolling Thunder as well. Might die to the damage of Ana. One more right click. He's going to look for a TP, but meanwhile, Matu, he's the one that's in trouble.
He's alone.
No one nearby. Alone is Matu. Chemical Rage expired. No BKB to play with. Do it the hard way. Make it work for it. Where's the boys? No one's coming. Oh, no X, no out of them all gets the kill.
What a Chad. Never in doubt. On the top side, they did have ZOWIE being able to get that solo kill against the Tusk. Very important. Just continuing to build up his levels. Give him a bit more of that menace there. Even just the sticky the flame break charges, if you were wanting to go that at level 20, breaks up the fight a whole lot more effectively, right? You could push away the Oracle, make sure that the false promise doesn't go off. Kind of like what he did before to the north side of the Roche pit where he's farming right now, pushing the Tusk away, making sure that there's not that blink snowball save. So if ZOWIE's able to get up to that around his blink dagger timing, that could be a big thing for Liquid in the next little bit.
Do they want to smoke Boxy and ZOWIE? They have a double damage rune on Marcy to play with. Ana's going to show top lane as well, and Liquid, they are starting to move to this area. No Karkas nearby. Ana hasn't gotten a glimpse. They're going to see ZOWIE's position. Ana's going to be cautious underneath the sentry, but they want to deal with a Tusk. Oh, Boxy, that's way too much damage. As if in Somnus, they could turn around at the curse if they want to, and Insania again. A curse onto 2. Mickey's got the follow-up with the Rolling Thunder, but the chain control will not be there. This is how Mickey is still trying to target down, but meanwhile to the northern side, the lasso's out, the BKB's expired, and they'll chain control Ana down long enough so they can pump in the damage from Matu's Alchemist.
Really nicely done by Insania there. He made sure to prioritize the key targets, right? He knows who has the Lincolns, so don't hit him. Go for the Storm Spirit instead. Somnus still able to get away from that one, but it just locks Ana in place long enough so that you're able to get that break onto the Lincolns and set up for the lasso. Did they luck out with their neutral items? No Fey Grenade, unfortunately, for Liquid to be able to contend with this Lincolns. They've got one on RNG if they eventually need it, but for right now.
Who do you feel like is happy with the status quo of the game that we are in? Because it's a minimal net worth lead for RNG. Of course, a lot of the time the Alchemist lineup wants to have that higher net worth than what it is at the moment, but he does have a lot of farm on Matu. So who do you feel is more happy with the position that this game 2 is in?
Honestly, I would still say RNG. You know, it's 30 minutes in, you've got the net worth lead, you're not that far behind the Alchemist. Storm Spirit is going to continue to scale. He's going to go into the Aghanim Scepter to provide a lot more of that AoE control, which is good. It's something that they're severely lacking. So I'm really liking the fact that Somnus has identified that and is going to itemize accordingly. Someone reaches level 20 as well. Well, they do, but well, what's even going to happen with it? Storm's too far away.
He could zip to free up a slot. Tarkar's going to be in, but it's a little bit too early. It's a beautiful area for Midgate to be able to take the skirmish. A curse is out once again onto 3 heroes. Martu's going to have the concoction of 4, but they're going to look to target down Bush instead. The Aegis will go into the hands of the Alchemist, and now Martu can look to turn it back around. It's Liquid fighting 2 heroes. Ana's going to be protected for the BKB for the moment, but they don't have any vision of where the Weaver has scurried away from. So on this, he's actually considering about going back in, but Mickey protected thanks to the
mana, brother.
with the Aghanim shot as well, but Ana is in with the physical damage required to kill off the Pangolier.
Oh. Speaking of Aghanim shards, they were able to take it on Martu there as well, so he snatches the Aegis as well as that. Let's have a quick look at a replay while the guys go back to farming. It's that big zip in. They tried to go for the God play, but they were just way too well set up, right? The Tusk likes to be saving the snowball for a little bit later into the fight. The zip from Somnus comes through after the Winter's Curse. That's really all you're worried about from this fight from the Winter Wyvern. Once this is out, Mickey's got the potential to be able to set himself up, roll on through. Karka, he had to use the early BKB as well, so have that potential to be able to respond. Actually, he doesn't have the BKB yet. I thought he's been building into it for the past, like, 15 minutes that he would have it by this stage.
We are seeing how different the fights are between two teams where if previously Liquid, they have been the ones that have been getting on top of the supports, because really the game plan from both sides is RNG need to kill the Wyvern, Liquid need to kill the Oracle, and maybe the Tusk has a lot of priority as well because the snowball save. But RNG haven't been getting on Insania. Like, these curses have just, they've been fire winning, honestly, like multiple times. Like 3 fights, honestly, in a row, we've seen 2 3-man curses coming out, which just turn the fight back around. So RNG comes down to vision, and it comes down to initiation. Wyvern has to go for them to be able to succeed in these fights.
So on a scale of 1 to all 3 cores on RNG are going for Lincolns.
Oh, beautifully done from X-Nova. He's incredibly farm with this blink already completed. They'll be able to cancel out the lasso.
No
so I
damage,
should have some movement speed. They're starting to beeline to bottom. A long duration, sorry, long distance rolling thunder as well from Mickey. He's going to be able to intercept the retreat on RNG. Great timing from the
hiding in the trees.
They're able to bounce back into the storm. Somebody said he dragged the storm into the snowball. Karka! Oh, what a baller! Another Wyvern's gone. Simon saying he doesn't have an opportunity to use the ultimate. Onto Ana in the middle to fight. The damage might be enough, but Ana just gets the time lapse off. Gonna look to retreat to the west.
Chalice, that's
but
ballsy.
Liquid, they've got the damage. Chalice would just make it to the high ground. Somnus is nearby as well. It's going to go back in with a 2-man vortex and a Samhelber, stopping a little bit of the damage coming out from Artist. They'll turn it, healing off Somnus, and now they've still got the Aegis to work with. Now Ana, you've got to be cautious if you stick around for this round 2, and it looks like they make the executive decision to get out and avoid Liquid.
Non-stop action, brother. How is this still going on? I thought maybe they would have been able to continue to contend into that one because Oracle, he didn't have the false promise available, but it was just really good priority coming through from Mickey. A great individual play again from Karka to enable going in onto that backlines with the Batrider. They felt confident. They felt like they could really look to take him out as well as Insania.
Dire are scanning.
Sorry, I'm just looking at all these quick buys. Look at Insania's quick buy. He's like, I need this freaking Blink Dagger because they're always just going to focus in onto me. And I was saying before, scale of 1 to 10, every single person on RNG have that Lincoln's queued up. Actually, they've got it all completed right now. Actually, Stop Spirit's gone away. He was having it queued up. He's now gone into the BKB. So 2 Lincolns on Viper, as well as the Weaver. Storm had it queued. He's gone BKB instead. And then a Lotus Orb is something else that I thought I saw queued up by Viper, but he said switched into the Aghanim.
Because of all the kills that we have so far, the supports are crazy rich. Like, Insania's got 2 items and working on a 3rd. Oracle has 2 items as well.
35 minutes into the
Glimmer
game.
and Holly,
wow.
like it. Well, 30. I guess we are 35 in. That is true. That is true. We got 74 kills. 35 in. Oh my. Smoke up. Great positioning there from Boxy. He's got the ward on the high ground. Karkar might be forced to instantly blink up blind, but Boxy gets the initiation beforehand. They can't group up. The Winter's Curse could cut this team fight into half. The Wyvern hasn't found an opening just yet. In fact, they're going to zip straight away Solus, recognizing he's alive. Need to target down Insania, but the Winter Wyvern has got an opportunity once again to find the curse, and Solus is in trouble. But that's where Excalibur comes into play. A curse with to buy some time for the Storm Spirit, so Solus can zip down to the low ground, but still Chalice, he's in the danger zone. He's in trouble. As Matu should be able to surround the Viper. He's going to play off the back of his spider legs, and Chalice will actually escape. And now Somnus, he's looking to re-enter the fight because Arna's gone uncontested. As the Weaver just pumping in the damage from afar as RNG will find a 5-man Y.
And they don't have buybacks. They've got a double siege creep wave. This is the 35-minute mark. Ooh. Could they end the game right now? Seems possible, bro. You got a Mjolnir coming out as well. I mean, they're gonna back up with a glyph. They could end this.
Go buy Shard, Chalice. Go do it. Do it again. Why not? You're creative with it.
They might sense the style of game that this is being, right? Like, oh, they're just buying items constantly so that this never happens. But maybe with all those tier 2s still available, no. Expecting Ana not to go through. I mean, come on.
It should be one tier 4 down and maybe half damage on the other.
You reckon?
Yes.
I think you're underestimating Ana here.
Okay. Sure. I think you're overestimating Ana.
Never.
Oh, really? Sorry, what just happened? I mean, I was wrong as well, but you were more wrong than I.
No, I was underestimating the rest of RNG. Ana was there. He wanted to go.
Oh. When are you... I mean, I feel like you're always wrong. When am I ever wrong? Really, that's a good... Oh, that is... That's truly debatable. I don't know.
Close personal friend of mine, Ana. I know how his mind works.
Yeah.
Maple Story and Gordon Ramsay. That's how it works.
Close personal friend. And look at this. We got a little bit of fanboy here. I shouldn't have started this. Don't do it.
I'm gonna keep quiet on that one.
Don't do it.
All right, here we go. They're setting up again around their ward on the high ground. They're going to pop the smoke. Karkar, once again, just in the right position at the right time.
The rest of the smokes haven't popped. Karkar needs to be perfect. They're going to drag them away from the Tusk along with the Oracle. That is perfect from Liquid. Zai on the ball, recognizing where the supports were positioning, and now they can chase down Karkar as well.
Should have ended the game. But it was just a little bit slow on Karkar there, unfortunately. Like, he's made exceptional plays all throughout, but he was just standing there. Blink Dagger off cooldown the entire time. He just wasn't able to get that snowball save in onto Somnus.
I think a big reason of why they were able to succeed in that fight was the fact that as soon as the smoke popped, they were carrying a ward, they dropped it down, they scouted out where the Oracle was positioning, so Zai instantly knew he had to drag him to the right side instead. Because if he kept him around or went to the top, like towards the remnants of the tier 1 tower, then Oracle more than likely would have gotten a false promise off, or Karkar would have as well. So that really comes down to that ward drop thanks to Insania.
Sure, but Karkar had placed one as well. It's been de-warded now, but they had vision of that entire fight, so I was a little bit surprised that they let all that happen.
Boxy, a lot of damage. Ana's got detection as well. Boxy's going to be in some trouble.
Really time-lapse usage. Ana's... What? Ana time-lapse top. He doesn't have a TP.
Oh, no. Not like this. That'll be fine, but... oh, imagine it was more stakes.
Imagine if that ended the game.
Yeah,
imagine if, like, the throne was being sieged or something. Ooh.
We got 84 kills. What the hell is this game? Like, game 1 was crazy enough, but now you guys are giving it this treat.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Matu 25. Oh, we got a bunch of other people already 25. Ana went for the Gemini attack.
Roshan's up.
So
it's all about what's the vision looking like? It's another smoke coming out from Team Liquid. Lane pushed in a little bit too far. They see the Splinter Blast coming up top, so they know exactly where the Winter Wyvern is. They could look to go for a big wraparound here on RNG.
The big ward, Matu on the front, but they need to see Insania.
That's not who you want.
Nice scam.
Radiant's bottom
Guys can move forward. They get Kaka, and again, Force Promise is going to be able to
Great
come through
Force
this time. Meanwhile, inside the river, Mickey kills off the Oracle with no remorse, but Ana is going to look to charge in the middle, need to try and deal with the Winter Wyvern. Insania will retreat to the northern side, but Somnus finds the Vortex, but the follow-up is lacking. The Curse buying some valuable seconds so Liquid can reset out of this fight.
Feel like you're pretty happy with that. On RNG's side, you're able to go back, contest the Roche. You've still got that high ground vision available, even looking to take away the outpost control. But the stun, oh, just a little bit too late coming through from Miko.
What a good watch. Mickey,
He's level 25.
out of the commit. Parkar's going to be in Insane once again, but it's too late. The Cold Embrace not there fast enough. And Matu, he's not playing with the ultimate as well. This is such a big window for RNG. They'll lose out on Kaka to the north side, though Ana cleans up Zai's life. He doesn't have a buyback to work with as well as now Ana. He can get more members of Liquid as they completely separate. A beautiful shot from Kaka will put the Alchemist in a vulnerable position where he will not be able to escape. And that could be all she wrote. They don't have buybacks.
They don't have buybacks. They're picking out the Roche, though. Charles is going to look to get this mid lane pushing in just on his own. Just wanting to secure the safer route. Who do you even give this this refresher to? Kind of feels like Kaka or XNova the ones making the most work happen with this.
Probably the Storm, double Vortex.
Maybe Weaver. Double Lincolns. BKB.
I'd love to be right.
Kaka, yes!
No, we're waiting. Hang on, Storm's not there.
No. Yes, XNova!
You said 2 heroes, that's just...
Bro, when do supports get this? If they don't have like some Warlock Golem, Black Hole, Curse, an Oracle carrying it, that's unheard of.
Alright, so double bounty was just picked up from Mickey, so when Batrider respawns, he will have gold for buyback.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Important for them. Have they got a gem on Radiant? This is a ballsy position. Kaka's got a gem.
Dire's middle
He's just
tower
baiting them
is
to
under
insane this
attack.
location.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Doesn't have the shard on Viper to be able to pick this one off on his own, but they're looking to make it a naked throne.
Zenya.
Dire's
Meanwhile,
middle
Somnus actually did it. They've been able to run into the pain clear. Somnus might be able to do it by himself.
That's it.
That'll be all she wrote. Throne exposed, and it looks like RNG.
They want the kill.
Oh, right. False promise. This time XNova is going to be able to get in range. The lasso has been a big issue for them through this second game, but RNG for our last game of the group stages will be able to take it in what a had 94 kills, 42 minutes in. What a game 2. What a goddamn series.
Bye guys. Bye bye. You guys, bye bye.